Capricorn, welcome into my humble little tarot station. It's good to have you here. This is good for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and the North Node. And yeah, I have an angle towards creating your own reality, really getting control of your manifestations, gliding into those higher timelines and connecting you to your higher self. So it's beautiful to see the Phoenix as the first card out here. This is of course spiritual transformation, and there's also a lot in this card about burning through karmic blueprints, deciding to handle things differently than maybe your ancestors did before you or your family members did before you. This is about pattern interrupt. This is you taking the sovereign pathway in situations that come your way in life. So instead of, giving in to lower vibrational reactions or carrying on the pattern, this tells me that you are bursting into your higher self, really embracing your divinity and shifting the universe by doing something higher vibrational, by being the Phoenix, by deciding that enough is enough, and that you're going for the good stuff. You want to be the change that you wish to see, okay? So this is good. This is you really coming into your higher self, really feeling like you're flying, like there's a really soaring kind of energy to this, almost similar to the eagle. But this is rebirth, okay? This is Scorpio energy with the Phoenix. So it looks like you're going through some big shifts and transformations here. In the root chakra, we've got the Empress. Beautiful card to see at the root chakra. This tells me that you're very fertile with ideas, creatively. Of course, for some of you, this could mean being literally fertile in the sense of maybe pregnancy being a thing in your life at the moment, or something you want, but doesn't have to be. This can be anything. Business, creativity. Really good to see. And of course, the Empress really does decide as an archetype what we value in our lives. So when we're going forward, making our decisions, it's from the position of the Empress that we realize what we value and what truly makes our heart glow. The Empress is the rose-tinted spectacles, that frame of mind where you're weighing things up and trying to make the right decisions from a place of love, hence the Venusian element to the Empress. So it's all about you getting your priorities right here. And I see that this has really gone deep into your programming, this idea of doing things with the right intention behind it and really finding peace with your decisions. It's a very heart-centered card also. So I feel like your heart's in the right place and that you're really kind of anchoring yourself into this higher self version of you with a lot of nurturing energy and a lot of loving energy. Then we've got the World. So I do feel like you're going through big transformations in your actual world. And again, there's a huge energy of creativity here because this is the sacral chakra. And this is you really having mastered some portion of your world. And really, you're ready to go into the next level here and perhaps share your energy with the solar plexus energy being the Six of Pentacles. This is about you having so much energy. And we can see it with the radiance on the Phoenix card, that you've got so much energy that you're literally radiating it out into your life in a way that's got to come back to you. Hence we see the figure of 8 here, where you're making beautiful decisions from a beautiful place in your heart, in your mind, in your spirit. And the universe is feeling that energy, and you're on this frequency of generosity where the universe can really afford to be generous with you because your radiance is uplifting others or you're helping other people somehow. Let's have a look at the heart space, the 8 of Cups. So I really feel like this is you walking away from, any situations in your life that were lower vibrational patterns of behavior. This could be relationships. It could even be, walking away from a job. But this is you personally deciding to go on to this 9 of Cups and to move away from something in your life that was, representative for you of a lower vibrational patterning, a version of you that was maybe settling for less than what your higher self knew you deserved. So you're walking towards the sunshine here. We've got the 2 of Swords in the throat chakra energy. So maybe this is like you are reevaluating yourself and feeling that tug between, the 3D version of yourself and the higher self. So this could be, your dealings with people, when you're speaking to people, maybe they expect you to be the version of yourself that you are transmuting out of. And, you know, there's this tug of war with the Two of Swords, okay, where maybe people aren't seeing you the way you wish they would see you. Okay, and that often happens when we're going through a big shift in our energy. People can often expect us magnetically to be the same person that we were. You know, it's reminding me of parents. A lot of people go home for the holidays or whatever, and they shift so much when they maybe go to university or move out of the city they grew up in. And then when they go home, it activates that version of them magnetically. So there's something about that here, but we will clarify these. We've got the King of Pentacles in your pineal gland area. So this is looking pretty beautiful, actually. Your eyes really are on stability and security, okay, and creating a rich inner world that will then manifest outside of you. And we've got the Devil in the crown chakra, but we'll clarify this. I really do feel like this is just simply, you know, the temptations to go back to old habits that you've made a conscious decision to move away from. And that could be represented by all sorts of things. It could be the people in your life, you know, it could be habits, you know, food habits, whatever. You'll know what this is. This is just you finding the strength to operate from your higher self and not let that lower self, and I mean that sounds bad when we call, you know, the portion of us that is controlled by the vessel, by the flesh. It's the animal nature in us that craves comfort and craves more of the same. You know, it's that codependent part of us that is all there in all humans that we kind of have to wrangle our way out of with the Devil energy in order to have this big transformation. So I feel like, you know, you're going through this phase where old habits need to go, and you've made that conscious decision to do things that allow you to flourish and enjoy long-term prosperity and peace. And really, you know, the King of Pentacles, I'm getting a lovely energy of coziness and abundance and security from this. So this is what you're aiming for, I feel, with the King of Pentacles, a gorgeous life that just keeps on rewarding you. Let's have a look at the Empress and we'll see what comes out here. What's this? The Hierophant. Okay, so the Hierophant is, you know, you focusing on what's significant to you, you know, what you want to give your worship to, what you want to be adoring to, the things in life that you adore. So the Hierophant really does signify what matters the most to us. And of course, it represents something in our life that gives us stability and a framework. This could be universal law or your own version of spirituality. And I feel like you're really anchoring into this divine energy, that idea of a higher benevolent, higher power that's looking out for you. And, you know, perhaps you're getting synchronicities when you shift up your patterns of behavior. And then the universe brings you back evidence that you've made a choice that has shifted up your reality, because you will receive evidence from this. So you found something cozy here, or I feel like you are going to find a kind of new, higher vibrational patterning way of thinking that's going to really benefit you here, because you are really flowing and blending with the universal laws here. Let's have a look at the World card. Yeah, Nine of Swords. I feel like you're really closing the door, finishing up a cycle that wasn't maybe too enjoyable for you. Again, the Nine of Swords can represent the mind taking over, okay? But I see here that you're letting the spirit move in. And this is going to be a permanent thing where your spirit literally, you know, is elevating like that phoenix energy. You're really coming into the power of your higher self here and leaving behind versions of yourself that would allow you to overthink. You know, this is getting control over the mind. And I feel like you've been through a cycle that's taught you a lot here that you're now closing out the lower vibrational portions of. Okay, lovely. We've got the Two of Cups here again. This is indicative of harmony, reciprocity. You be generous with me, I be generous with you, but not in a conceited, manipulative way. This is genuinely the generosity of the spirit when you've got so much love for yourself that it just spills over. So I'm seeing harmonic connections here for you. And I mean, this isn't a relationship spread, but certainly these energies indicate that you are on a beautiful frequency to really anchor in something permanent and stable and beautiful, whether it be business relationships or love relationships, or even just friendships, or, you know, spiritual allies. This is a gorgeous energy showing me that, you know, you're on that frequency of true generosity of spirit, and you're following the signs from the universe here with the Hierophant and really getting comfy, letting your spirit move into your life and, you know, being on your spiritual pathway. Let's have a look at this 8 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles here. So onward to more security. And again, there's this alignment with the 10, did I say 10 of Cups? Freudian slip, okay? 10 of Pentacles here. There's a lot of happiness in this for me to slip into the 10 of Cups. And, you know, the tree of life is indicated here, meaning you're going through the pathway to really elevate your spirit. It's aligning up with the universal laws, again with the Hierophant. So you're really clicking into gear, clicking into that higher, more abundant timeline and letting things go, sacrificing anything you know, that maybe pulls you into old habits or, you know, patterns of behavior that would pull you into lower frequency storylines. And I feel like you're really making big shifts with this that will be made manifest in your reality. Let's have a look at the 2 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. There we go. So this is you moving into that new energy, you know, and again, I feel like there's this balance coming into your energy where your left and your right brains are becoming more balanced, which does really truly connect us up to our pineal gland. We need to have our rational mind, our thinking mind, balanced out with the spirit, the right brain that channels in the ethers. So this is about having those both in balance for you. And then I feel like it's just going to allow you to escape any overthinking. We've got the 2 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. Both cards of you sort of, you know, battling with your mind a little bit maybe. But, you know, going through these steps so you can learn what's really valuable is so necessary to all of us on our spiritual pathway. So I feel like you're just going into more and more abundance. We've got the 10, the Queen, and the King of Pentacles. So this is lovely stability. It's almost like a stable pyramid of the soul that you're building, you know, your own internal temple. So I feel like you're really getting your priorities aligned properly and this beautiful transformation that we see. So I feel like you're cracking tombs in the non-physical. You know, it's funny because the physical is so much of a distraction from the internal world, but I feel like you're getting your outdoor world, you know, the yang realm, the physical realm, your perception of the physical balanced out with that internal world where we grow our own internal garden of the soul. And this is being practical, but also allowing yourself to be etherealized and to bring that magic into your life. And then of course the universe responds with gifts of all varieties to let you know you've made the shift and, you know, done the spiritual work. We've got the 4 of Swords here with the King of Pentacles. So again, that feeling of coziness, sanctuary, recuperation, you know, really moving past any heartbreak. Of course, the 4 of Swords comes after the 3. So this is about you getting comfy with the new you, getting comfy with the idea of abundance and spiritual prosperity, manifesting as physical prosperity, because I feel like you're building up a lot of energy in your solar plexus, that life force energy, the enthusiasm for life, the enthusiasm for beautiful relationships. And also, you know, I feel like you're someone who is really zoned into the fact that the spiritual pathway is really fun and really rewarding. Like you get to start creating your own reality. I was going to say controlling your own reality, but it's really just refinement of the self, controlling those lower animal urges, you know, in terms of letting that higher self come in. That's really apparent here. I feel like you're realizing that all the loot is found on the spiritual pathway. And yeah, there's a lovely energy of relaxation here with the 4 of Swords, King of Pentacles, just being relaxed, like I say, in your abundance and relaxed in your worthiness. Okay, 7 of Pentacles energy on top of the Devil card. Okay, so I feel like this is you making investments that are going to counteract, you know, the lower animal nature that we all have. You know, we've all got those, you know, energies that want us to maybe overeat or miss a day at the gym or, you know, talk to that person that we know is no good for us. But I feel like you're planting so many beautiful spiritual seeds of spiritual abundance and prosperity and self-love, that these new plants that you're planting in the internal garden of the soul are going to counteract the weeds, okay, the old patternings that the devil can represent. So I feel like you're really making conscientious choices here. Hermit card on the bottom of the deck. So this is about you connecting to your internal power, going inward. And that just means, you know, being aware of non-physical energy, being aware of really connecting to the etheric realms, and perhaps you're meditating more, or, you know, taking your spiritual path more seriously in terms of trying to, you know, zone into different energies in the non-physical and getting your power recharged from that. So do remember to give yourself, maybe, you know, you probably already do, you know, give yourself time away from people, but it just depends how sociable we're being, right? It depends. And I said 10 of Cups up here, so maybe you've had a lot of partying, a lot of socializing, or perhaps that's coming in for you. But this just says enjoy your solitude, and that way you can connect to that power of your solar plexus and recharge those energy centers. So that's looking really good here. What else do I want to do? Let's pull some more cards. There you are. I'm gonna pull some more cards and just get a little bit of advice, metaphysically, energetically, alchemically, for this journey you're on. Let's have a look. What's the advice here for the Empress and the Hierophant? Wow, there it is. That Freudian slip there. We've got the 10 of Cups. So, you know, this is a sign that you're really on the right path to manifesting longevity, prosperity, health, abundance, and creating your own little Garden of Eden on earth with the Empress energy. Very Venusian, very heavenly. And I love seeing this combination of cards. This is telling me that you really are getting into the right positioning. Perhaps you've already met a soul group member or soul family member. This is about connecting with your spiritual family and letting those old patterns go regarding maybe people who were in your life who weren't compatible with you. But I really feel like soul family energies here, that happy family energy. 3 of Wands coming out. So this is you kind of turning your back again on those patterns of behavior. So the advice here is to, you know, wait for the universe to let you know that you've made the right choice here. This is waiting for evidence of the decision we formally made coming back around to us. So what comes after the 3 of Wands? It's the 4 of Wands. So yeah, there's a lovely patience here and a faithful energy, because you know when you've made the right choices from the heart that the universe has to then deliver back something on the same frequency, because you've put out the right intentions and you've made decisions using that spiritual energy rather than the lower animal nature. The Chariot, that's what the Chariot is all about. The Chariot is about you being in the driver's seat of your life and not letting the lower animal nature make your decisions for you. And this is a universal thing, hence why it's such a big key in the tarot for us to get that higher self on board, which allows us to get onto this golden pathway with the Chariot and move forward into a gorgeous timeline with lots of reciprocity here. 2 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. This is about you being around sharing, caring people, and really flowing into the abundance of connections, the abundance of love, the abundance of energy and vitality. Okay, we've got the 8 of Pentacles on top of the 10 of Pentacles. So in your heart space, I feel like you could have found the niche for you. You could really be getting into your sovereign work, which is, you know, essentially some sort of work that brings great meaning to your spirit, something you really enjoy, something that flows, and something that you want to do again and again and again. And of course, this is on top of the 10 of Pentacles. So this is you building your empire, building your foundations, and really flowing with the alchemy of this 10 of Pentacles type energy. So this is looking good. It's looking like you're finding your niche here. And let's look at the Queen of Pentacles, the Lover's energy. Okay, so this is about you following your heart. And again, with the 2 of Cups, Lovers, Hierophant, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. This is looking really beautiful for soulmate connections. Those connections that give you this sense of security and this sense of belonging. So I feel like, you know, when we follow our heart, we're always guided back home, guys, okay? There's never any need to worry if you know you're a good person and you're making your decisions from a heartful place. And I feel like that's what's happening here, especially because we've got a match with the Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. It's all lining up quite nicely for you, isn't it, Capricorn? Let's have a look. 4 of Swords and the King of Pentacles. The Hierophant again. We've got the Hierophant twice here. And I just got a huge energy with the King of Pentacles of someone providing you sanctuary, like you can rest in this person's soul. Like, you're going to come across someone, or maybe you've just met someone, and you are going to feel, this is what the cards are indicating, like you are protected, like you are safe, like you're cocooned. And it's not out of any level of codependence or you wanting them or needing them to look after you. This is just this person's energy being such a safe, protective, beautiful, calm space for you to thrive in. The King of Pentacles, of course, is still all about growth and about making those healthy choices. So I feel like this represents someone in your life who's giving you a great sense of security, or of course this could be your own sense of security that you are providing yourself, especially with the Hierophant energy. But for someone out there, there's a lovely soul group connection that's going to provide you with this lovely sense of belonging and protection. And I love all that stuff, guys. I love those ancient blueprints, and I'm here to kind of promote those ancient blueprints, because the ancient Persians and the ancient Egyptians and all these ancient places, they really understood the value of peace, and they understood how the mind creates reality. So they supported the right energies in the right ways. They weren't distracted like we are by TVs and newspapers and social media. So their minds were like beautiful theatres, and their inner world was, of course, aligned so perfectly with universal law and that temple of the soul. So you're moving into that energy. It's gorgeous. Let's have a look at this Seven of Pentacles and the Devil. Let's have a look. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. So I would say easy does it with the Knight of Pentacles. Go easy on yourself. Be kind to yourself when you're shifting patterns. You know, we really are, you know, hypnotic creatures. We live within a dream, and we're very, you know, comfort loving. We love comfort and we love familiarity. So when you're changing your patterns and stuff, I would say just go steady with yourself. Don't expect instant overnight change, because there's just momentum circling around that's going to test you, you know, more than once, okay? It's about consistency and just getting 1% better each day. So I feel like you're doing really well with this, Capricorn. Gorgeous work on your spiritual pathway. So this is a lovely high vibrational reading. We've got, from now on, I will trust in my healing journey and become my highest self. So you know it. You know it. Let's get one more of these and we'll see what other messages are coming out here. Okay. May I look at the night sky as a blank canvas of the universe that I can make my mark on. So I'm getting a real sense of originality with this card, like you really pulling in your unique essence and going forward with it, and knowing that you are, you know, a unique being that will never exist in the exact same format ever again. So this is about really wanting and allowing your higher self to be as unique as it can possibly be, because you are a unique creature, okay? I love the word creature, so I don't see it as a bad word. A unique being of the divine. So yeah, looking gorgeous there with that creativity, okay? I feel like you're really getting a zest for life, okay? We've got nothing will come of this situation. So if there's been anything going on, and of course we have the Seven of Swords on the bottom of this deck. So I feel like anything that's been worrying you with the Nine of Swords, it's fading out of your life because of your devotion to the higher realms, and because of your devotion to loving yourself and valuing yourself with the Queen and the King of Pentacles. This is someone who is, you know, I'm speaking to someone who's really got your priorities in order. So let the old energy just fizzle out here, okay? We've got be bold and make the first move with Cardinal Moon energy. Now, of course, you are a cardinal sign. You are the leader, Earth energy. So it makes sense that we've got the Queen of Pentacles, who is represented by Capricorn energy, and the King of Pentacles with that Taurian energy on the table. Of course, we've got Taurus here, Cancer energy here, Libra and Taurus energy here. And Capricorn energy with the Devil, although in Hermetic and occult circles we would say that the Devil is a Sagittarius, okay? So it just depends which way you're looking at it, but you've got a lot of stability here, Capricorn. So this is about you building, making those moves from your higher self, and, you know, really conjuring up this lovely golden pathway. We've got balance, spirituality and practicality, and I feel like you're already doing that. Although, you know, I feel like, you know, we're all going through our healing processes as we live and exist and go out into the world. There's always more healing to do. There's always more refinement to be done. So again, just, you know, allow yourself to be as industrious and you know, as you want to be. But the healing never really stops. We're always kind of needing to be very patient and kind with ourselves, because it's a lifelong journey. So there's just that idea of balance, you know, of not expecting yourself to be 100%, you know, healed all the time, because it's just not possible. We go from one transformation to the next, and that's what makes life so beautiful. We've got passion and pleasure, savor your life. So again, with that 10 of Cups energy, 10 of Pentacles, this is all about you really conjuring up and, you know, allowing yourself to really be moved by the joyous energies in life. And that really does, you know, recharge you and really bring you that higher dimensional energy. It can really sink into your auric field when you allow yourself to really go wild with the passion and the pleasure and the fun. So that's looking good. We've got wise leader. You are a beacon for others. So again, with that cardinal energy of you initiating something, being some sort of leader, flowing your energy out with that solar plexus. Again, she's holding that torch of divine fire. So something about you lighting up people's lives and showing them the way and initiating things. And again, that sense of stability here. With the Hierophant twice, you could be some sort of healer or guru, or, you know, you've got some knowledge here. So let me know in the comments how that resonates. And one more. Let's have a look. One more. Two tried to come out then. There we go. We've got staying focused, holding the course, seeing the big picture, and also seeing the magic in yourself and others, and really having those beautiful high hopes that anything you want to create, anything you can imagine, is already created in the non-physical when you imagine it. And then you've just got to follow the guidance of your higher self, follow that beautiful heart, and take the steps to make it in reality. So that's looking really, really, really good for you. Let's have a look at some oracle cards now. Show me, Capricorn oracles. Time for a nap. Again, that energy of healing coming out on the table again. Letting yourself, you know, balance it out with maybe work and play and rest, and, you know, playing and resting. I mean, when we're really in our sovereign energy, we'll be doing something that we would do for free anyway, out of our urge to just spread our light, you know. So yeah, I'm going off on a tangent, which I often do. We've got by the book here, which is Hierophant energy. It's doing things according to maybe traditions or universal laws, or this could be doing things properly, you know, when it comes to family and it comes to following your heart. So this is another energy with the number 11, that you're very balanced and very aligned. And I feel like you are being really kind with yourself. I feel like, you know, you're doing a lot of beautiful work here. We've got the Y energy here, which is all about intention and putting that intention behind our alchemical requests and, you know, our actions essentially. So I feel like you're connecting with the higher dimensions, because there are wings on this book here. So this is almost like, you know, representative of something that you really believe in or know in. Could be ancestors, you could be healing ancestral blueprints. There's something here about you really being passionate about the reason why you're doing things, and the people you want to nurture and the people you love and care about. So we've got the sea serpent here, which is again a sacral chakra energy, and it's kind of reminding me of this because we pulled this world card in the sacral chakra energy space. So something about you, you know, letting your energy centers spin with magic and really letting that creative energy get conjured up with the help of spirit, because this is a card of the spirit and a card of you accessing the Akash, getting loads of assistance, because the non-physicals are always joining us in our magnetic field depending on what frequency we're on. So I feel like you're getting into a much more creative frequency, and then loads of these beautiful ethereal non-physical beings can join you in your magnetic field and really join you in your spiritual work or your creative work. So that's really beautiful. We've got Loyal Heart on the bottom of the deck. Just a little heads up that you're getting onto that frequency of really finding your true spiritual family. And there's a light-hearted energy to this, okay? A beautiful light-hearted, following the steps and loving yourself and doing the work. So this is looking beautiful for your frequency, Capricorn. It's been really lovely reading these energies. I'm just going to pull an angel card and we'll see what the angels are saying As we close out the reading, let's have a look. Okay. You are a precious child of our Supreme Creator. Relax and know your loving angel holds you gently in his arms. So, yeah, and he's got the whole world in his hands here, which is how we can feel when we really align with our higher selves and really trust the universe to guide us and trust ourselves to pick up on those messages and have the faith that our true spiritual family are always, you know, waiting to line up with us magnetically. So, perfect safety and relaxation. I feel like, you know, this is a beautiful reading. So I hope you've enjoyed this, Capricorn. If you have, why not leave me a nice comment, hit all the buttons, and hopefully I'll see you again. Lots of love.